All right. Well, looks like I am live. We have 2 viewers. Fantastic. 1 viewer. Am I watching myself? Is that the other? Is that one of the viewers? If you are watching, send me a comment. Probably take a few minutes for all of this to go through. All right, let's see here. Here's the dashboard here. Oops. Where is the live dashboard? Let's see here. So, stream is healthy, stream is excellent. Where have I been? Hey, there you are. Hey, Amy. You guys popped on. You guys are awesome. Thank you for popping in. Told you guys I was going to go live. Yo, what's up, cuz? My nephew, Justin Rigoli. What's up, Nate? Oh, yeah, I know. I got some spraining to do. What's going on, brother? Oh, goodness gracious. Man, that was quick. So that was about, see, I'm showing 7:03. That was about 3 minutes for everybody got the notification I was live. That's pretty quick. So I'm showing an excellent stream health. So that shows that you guys are getting the notification pretty quick. So, Justin, that's about a 30-second delay. Fairy Tale Creations, hey, Jen, how are you? Oh, my goodness, you guys are going to make me cry. No, I'm not going to cry. I promise I'm not going to cry. So, Jay, I don't know. You probably know I haven't been on for a while, and these are all my peeps. All my YouTube, my friends, all the people I watch and participate with, interact with. And they always come on here, and they are just wonderful. And I know Jen, she's a moderator. Nathan's a moderator. Thanks. You know what? I missed all you guys as well. I really enjoy doing live streams. I really enjoy the interaction. So, gosh, I know you guys are regulars. I'll tell you guys real quick. I know you guys are up kind of late because you guys are back east. So I'll tell you guys really quick. Honestly, where have I been? I've been working 80 hours a week on this job. It has been absolutely insane. And I was working a lot before, but man, I was burning the candle at both ends when I was doing the 80 hours a week and then trying to do the video and then trying to do live stream. It was getting to that point where I was almost getting a little bit burned out. Kathy, there she is. Thank you for staying up so late. Thank you, Kathy. So that's where I was at. Well, a couple of things, guys. I was getting burned out for one, just trying to keep up with the YouTube thing and doing the live streams every night at 7 on Sundays. I know you guys are up late, so I really don't have any excuses for us not getting any sleep because you guys get less sleep than I do, and you guys still do it. So, but working the 80 hours a week has just been absolutely insane. But a lot of drama, guys, and I'm not going to bore anybody or get anybody, oh, did you guys see her sneaking off in the back over there? Yeah, she went running out the back there. So a number of things, and I had a troll I had to take care of. I'll tell you guys that story here on the live stream. I don't know if I'll do a video about it, but I'll tell you guys the story here on the live stream real quick and just share it with you guys. You guys are all I talk to you guys more than anybody. So, and then I had some stuff going on. I came off that real high. You know, like when you're a kid and you go to church camp and you come back all on this great spiritual high and everything. And you're just so excited. And you come back and a couple of weeks you're just flying high, and then real life hits and you're like, okay, let's slow down a little bit. You know, kind of takes you down. Yeah, 80 hours a week was really just burning me out, Kathy. So and then plus with some of the drama, and I was starting to feel a lot of big time negativity, just big time negativity, and it had to do with my dad. I'll just be honest with you guys. I'll be transparent, and I should have been more transparent that first or second, maybe it was that first live stream I did after I got back from Idaho. And we had that big meetup, and I was on cloud 20, and I had just a lot of drama happen in a short period of time right after that. And I've shared that with a few of you guys, Kathy and Amy and Brett, you guys. And Nathan, I think I might have said something to you on Discord. I think I kind of told you guys there was some drama going on, and it was family stuff. And I came back, and I was getting burned out, and I was frustrated, and I was really mad. I was really angry. I had a lot of anger going on. It was towards my dad. And my dad is a pastor. He's been a pastor for 40 some years. And so with a lot of stuff that happened in our childhood and whatnot, a lot of bitterness, a lot of unresolved anger, a lot of unresolved issues and stuff with my parents. I have a stepmom. My mom died when I was 10. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. A lot of abuse happened. And I acted out. I lashed out as a kid, and and I wasn't the best kid. I mean, I was struggling with a lot of pain and stuff. So a lot of that unresolved pain from my childhood and stuff, it's just finally bubbled up it's just been there kind of simmering for 40 years, and it kind of bubbled up, and I got into it with my dad. And so that combined with being burned out with YouTube and working 80 hours a week and trying to be a godly man and trying to maintain control of my temper and all this, it just all kind of came down almost all at one time. And I was starting to learn a little bit about some YouTubers and stuff, and I was kind of vague about who it was. And I didn't say anything on that live stream about my family issues, and so I had learned some stuff about some YouTubers that were back east with you guys. Nothing in North Idaho, and I know Kathy and Broussard, you guys were all, I kind of clarified with you guys who, that it wasn't North Idaho. I made a mistake because I think I kind of got on the wrong foot with, one of the other channel creators up there, and I inadvertently might have, I kind of made him mad and kind of made it a little bit, not an enemy, but just kind of, anyway, so all this was happening all at one time, and it came crashing, and I'm like, you know what? I'm over it. I'm done. I need to step back. I need to slow down, and I need to take some time and get myself in order and really analyze, what am I going to do? What am I going to do with YouTube? What am I going to do with our homestead up there? What do I need to focus on first? Well, obviously I got to go to work. I got to pay the bills. So obviously work came first before everything, and my family comes second. Well, my family comes first and then work, but those kind of are almost on even par, right? So. In church and my relationship with God, that's all like right there. And so YouTube took a back seat. And so I kind of backed off a little bit and took some time off from doing the live streams and doing some videos, because as you guys all know how much time it takes to do these videos, right? So who else popped in here? We got... Yes, you're right, Kathy. Unforgiveness festers. It has to be dealt with. You're exactly right. Thank you, Amy, for the prayers. I know you guys were praying as well too, and I think I meant to mention that to a few guys. Just if you guys keep me in the prayers and keep it. And it was, and I'm okay. I'm good. I'm totally good. So I just I need to take a breather, and so I've started putting a couple of videos back out. I've started to catch up with some of my things to do here. We're working on this place to try and get it 100% so that I'm hoping next summer, 2020, towards probably the end of summer, maybe fall time. Are you making her bark?
No.
Why is she barking?
I don't know. She wants the green ball.
Well, get her the stinking green ball.
I'm not going to go in the kennel to get it.
We'll send her in the kennel. There's our dog, our boxer that never barks. Is barking all of a sudden, of course, during a live stream. So anyhow, everything's good, guys. I just had to take a breather, and I'm getting back on it. And I miss you guys. I missed all of the interaction. I missed this homesteading community, and I'm interacting with the guys up north. My buddy Jeremy, I'm wearing his hat tonight. Living the Dream Homestead. If you guys aren't, I know you guys are subscribers of Jeremy and Angela. They've got some awesome stuff going on up there. I'm not going to spill the beans. They got some really, really exciting stuff coming up in the next 4 or 5, couple of months, I think. Exciting stuff that you guys are going to want to tune into. So Kathy, so I'm back. I'm here. I don't know if I'm going to do a live stream every Sunday. It all kind of depends on the schedule and what's going on. This job will be winding down in a couple of more months. Then I move on to a new job, and it won't be as many hours, hopefully. And then you guys are going to have to put up with me every Sunday. And I'll be in your live streams bugging you guys. There is my better half. There she is. Don't try and hide behind me. There she is. So Jen was saying hi.
Hi,
She said hi way back here. So we're about 20 seconds behind between the chat. So anyway, she's in her PJs. You okay? Don't fall.
I'm good.
So there she is. She's saying hi. Anyway, so there we go, guys. I'm back. And Nathan, I got to get back on Discord. I love the interaction with you guys and get back into it. We're good. And yeah, Amy, you're right. The priorities, and I know you guys had a lot going on with you guys' meetup and stuff, and that took a lot of time. And yeah, gosh, I'm getting older. I need to have my 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. So some of you guys can function on 4 to 5 hours of sleep. I don't know how you do it. I can't. I got to have my 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So I'm back. I'll let you guys know. Now, thanks to you guys, I am 28 shy of 1,000. I already have my 4,000. I'm at like 4,200 or more watch hours. Excuse me. I'm at like 4,200 watch hours, 260,000 minutes or whatever it is. And I'm almost there at the subscribers. So thanks to you guys. I want to thank you guys. I know that you guys have watched and you guys participate. My watch hours are done as far as getting monetized. But I need to get 28 more subscribers in order to be able to live stream from my phone. If I'm able to live stream from my phone, because I do a lot of stuff out in my yard, a lot of projects and stuff. I know a lot of people would like to see some of that stuff. I've had a lot of questions, a lot of requests. I did a how to build your patio cover, which is, for me, has gone viral. I'm at 30 or 40,000 views or something on that thing, and so I'm almost as big as some of you guys. I'm really, really excited about that. So I'm about to break the 1,000 subscriber mark, and I'm really excited about that. So hey, there's Gil. There's my brother from another mother up in Idaho. He's my disaster preparedness king up there. Oh, Nathan, so you're not quite there? Okay, all right. Yes, the free state of Idaho. Oh, man. Okay, Gil, just hold that thought. We're not going to go there yet. I'm still explaining where I've been. Anyway, yeah, I'm almost there with the subscribers, and of course we all know about all the new YouTube thing with the if this is for children, and this is the first time that I've logged on to do a live stream in the last probably the last month and a half, about 2 months or so. And the first thing that one of the first things it asked me was, it gave me the 3 options, whether it was fit for children under 18 or meant for children to watch or not. So of course I clicked on the no, it's not, because I have my whole channel set to it is not meant for children. So just in case to keep myself out of trouble and keep YouTube out of trouble. So anyway, so back to some of the drama and stuff. I had a video, guys, about trespassers and easements a while back. And I didn't say anybody's name or a location or an address or anything at all. And you guys might have, those of you that might have seen it last December, it was one of my first videos, January or so, with the snow. And I was showing kind of telling just a real vague, brief story about one of my neighbors who was trying to sell some property. Well, I never in my right mind thought that because he doesn't ever get on the internet, as far as I know. They don't have internet or nothing like that. And I never expected him to see it. Well, an old friend of his saw it. and started talking trash about the Californian and blah 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 blah. What kind of a neighbor are you? You know, talking. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't say anything about anybody, that you'd know or anybody, And so he called his old friend, my neighbor, and said, hey, well, he must have gone down to the local library and watched my video, and then he started talking trash. So now my neighbor hates me. Even though there is no address, nobody knows where my place is. There is nothing there. No one knows. But he knew because he recognized, where I was at. So I will suffice to say that I have a lawyer now. I have gotten consultations from multiple sources, multiple agencies, multiple surveys, deeds, title companies, all of that stuff. I had done my homework when I bought our property before I bought the property. And I had talked about that in that video was, hey, make sure you do your homework before you buy what you're going to buy. Otherwise, you may run into a problem with somebody. We get into issues of buying landlocked property where you don't have an easement and access to your property. There's no existing easement. All kinds of issues, as a lot of you guys know. So, Justin, Simply Olivia. Oh yeah, are you on, honey?
Yeah.
Are you my? Are you going to be one of my moderators tonight?
No, don't you already?
Oh, there you are. Okay, there you are. Ah, there we go. Olivia's in here. She's Simply Olivia app. Simply Olivia P. There we go. That's what it is. I can't see it. I have my glasses on. So anyway, guys, I was having to deal with that troll that tipped my neighbor off. I had to block them from the channel, of course, so they couldn't see anything. And I had to take those videos down just in case somehow they thought there was going to be some sort of they thought maybe they could get me for something for decreasing the value of his property or whatever. Anyway, 15 people in the house. Hit that thumbs up, people, please. Okay, so, yeah, haters are going to hate no matter what. But, Jeremy, what's up, brother? Yep. Yeah, baby. Where'd I get this awesome-looking hat? I got a brother from another mother besides Gil. Jeremy, what's up, man? So I was talking about you earlier. I said that you guys have got some exciting stuff coming up in the next 4 or 5 months or so. That I wasn't going to spill the beans, but that everybody needed to go check out your channel and subscribe if they don't. I think everybody here already subscribes to your channel anyway. So we're all running around in the same groups. I was just telling people Jeremy and I, we talk pretty much every day, guys. He's one of the people in Idaho in North Idaho specifically. I know Gil's farther down south. If Gil was any farther north, he'd be in the group as well, and we'd be pounding around. I talked to Gil quite a bit. We email back and forth a little bit, and but that community that we have formed in North Idaho is just fantastic. And people are going to people's churches up there in North Idaho because of that meetup we did. It's just fantastic. Jeremy I've learned more from Jeremy and Russ from Happy Off Grid. It was Happy Colorado before, and he changed it. Anyway, gosh, where was I going? Squirrel, the biggest squirrel ever. So, what's up, Dave Reese? There's my brother. There's the third brother from another mother. That's exactly who I was talking about. Was somebody going to somebody else's church? So Dave Reese, you guys, Imagine Acre Wood. That guy's the Yak Man. That guy is. Him and his beautiful family. Yeah, growing pains. You're right. It was growing pains, Justin. I was growing. I was feeling the pressure to put out videos and get them produced and working 80 hours a week on top of that with trying to do a live stream every Sunday and do a video and all that and do my honeydews and my own dues. I just had to take a break for a little bit, but I think I'm getting caught up with stuff and I'm getting on top of everything, and I'm back. I've gotten things squared away with the troll that I had to deal with. I've got the lawyer on retainer, and we've got things kind of in line with that. I think I've got things squared away with people on YouTube that I've become friends with and may or may not have offended in some way, but I think those things are starting to repair as well now. Unintentionally. I still haven't dealt with the family issue yet. I've written a big old long letter, but I haven't sent it. But it definitely helped to write a letter. And so been talking with my sister and stuff. And so So all this stuff is getting resolved. It's starting to go away, and I'm feeling, you know what? God is in control. God is sovereign. God will heal. God does heal. He is faithful, and He will take care of us no matter what. Of course, my lovely wife, who has been my rock and my supporter, she has been absolutely just, it's amazing how when God puts spouses in our lives, how amazing they are, and how would I say, key to our healing. It's amazing. We don't realize, we take them for granted sometimes, and how much we lean on them and how vital they are to our well-being. And that's why you see, people have been married for 70, 80 years die within minutes of each other, because they can't live without each other. You just see that. So I can totally see that. Hey, Mary's Organic, thanks for coming in. Who else we got in here? Anybody new? Thanks, Dave, for popping in. I was shouting you out. You've been going to Martin Johnson's church, and Dave Reese has been going over to help Martin Johnson. If you guys don't know who Martin Johnsons are, those are the missionaries from the Philippines, or was it Indonesia? Oh my gosh, my bad. Here I go. I don't have my list tonight, guys. Anyway, they got back. They built that house. They had bare land. They're dried in, and thanks to people like Dave Reese from Imagineacre Wood and that community that started forming up there in North Idaho, Dave Reese gone over there to help Martins, and I know a bunch of other people have gone and helped Martins, but they're dried in. They got their place built, foundation dug, foundation poured, floor joists put in, framing, second floor roof shingles, roof coating. They're dried in. They're living in the upstairs. The last video I saw, so. Amazing community was happening right there up in North Idaho, and I love it. So, getting started. Hey, thanks for popping in, guys. Appreciate it. Big Dreams, thank you for popping in, man. I appreciate it. I see your little avatar there. It looks like a lady there. I never put my glasses on. I'm old, so I gotta get the glass on to see. It looks like your avatar is a lady there. Thank you for popping in. Hey, Tim Fergal, Indonesia. Thank you, Tim. Tim's another old timer here in the homesteading community. I appreciate you popping in. I plan on it, Dave. I plan on coming up there and worshiping with you and sitting in the pew next to you. So, hey, JC's Oregon Homestead. Hi, thanks for popping in. J&C's Oregon, I think, I forget your name. I didn't write it down. I'll write it down. Let me write it down here really quick. I have a list here.
Did you see Camp Hampton Family Campground?
Yeah, Gil's been in here most of the time here. Big Dream. You're a lady. A woman, rarely a lady. You're all ladies to me. So J&C's Oregon. Give me a first name, and getting started on give me a first name. I like to call people by their first name. I know there's about Connie. Okay, Connie, thank you. Connie, I don't remember if you've been in my live streams when I was doing them all last spring and summer. I grew up in just a little town north of Eugene, Oregon. Graduated, and the last video I just put out was talking about Idahoans, and watch out. There's this whole anti-California sentiment all over the country. Oh, you must be from, especially in the conservative parts. You must be from California, or oh, don't tell you, all that negativity. And so I had to start off my video was, hey, first of all, I'm not Californian. I grew up in Oregon. My whole life was in Oregon, and I came down here to go to school. I've been down here, and I'm stuck here right now, but we're almost out. So that's what I wanted to hit you guys up with was it's just getting. They have a big recall of Governor Newsom, but it's bad. It's been bad before Newsom got in here. But we are going to be hopefully out of here. I'm hoping. We just had a talk with a guy today who is he's a real estate agent as well as a property management company, and does taxes and whatnot. But he is the kind of guy, if we're going to rent out this house, because we're not going to sell right away. For Olivia, we're going to hang on to this place for a year or two, depending on what she feels like next summer. But we're looking at next summer, guys. My daughter is going to graduate from nursing school in April. So there's 1,300 in support. That'll be back in my pocket. Woo! I can't wait. She's gonna be a nurse. She's gonna, boom, kick her out into life, into the world. She's gonna stay with us for a few months till she gets her own place. But she's gonna be able to get a job. She's gonna get hired like this. They're hiring nurses like before they even get past the NCLEX and finish their last semester. They're getting offers of work. So, you sent me an email, Kathy. What'd you send me? I don't want to make sure I miss up. Hey, honey, are you gonna watch the chat and let me know if I need to answer a question?
Okay.
Big Dreams, you're in Washington now. Okay. Big Dreams, what did you give me a first? Anne Marie, there you are. Gotcha. Okay, I'm writing these down really quick here. Southern Blessed, Northwest Mississippi. Holy smokes! You guys are up there late. And Bruce Sarge, you're still in the house. I love it. Give me a first name, Southern Blessed. Love you guys back east popping in and staying up late for us out here. Obviously, everybody else knows you, but I don't know you. Have I subscribed to your channel? Well, either way, give me a first name when you get a chance there, Southern Blessed. I like to call people by their first name. So Connie, back to the Oregon thing really quick. I had gone up there, and then in my video that I was talking about in these Idahoans, crying, and I was poking fun, and I was just trying to have some fun with it. So I hope I didn't make anybody. I hope I made somebody mad enough that they would actually get up and vote and do something about it. But the main message of the whole video was, guys.
Big Dreams Homestead is new. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
I'm new. LOL. Big Dreams Homestead.
Okay. Mary's Organic. I'm going to assume your name is Mary. I'm just writing this down. No, I am not, Amy. The chat's like 30 seconds behind. I have the OBS right here, and I can watch myself instantaneously, and then I can see the little tiny view on my YouTube live, and it's like 30 seconds behind. So neener. We've been through this before. It's not so bad tonight. Dave, are you going to bed? You're going to bed? All right, Dave. Thanks for popping in. Guys, go check out Dave's Yaks, man. And that guy's an awesome dude. Go give that guy some love and some support, because he is always helping other people out, and he's just constantly just there for everybody. But anyway, so Connie, in my video, I had to talk about Oregon, and basically, as a kid, I didn't know any better. I remember the old guys talking about, all those Californians coming up and ruining Oregon. Well, that was back in the 70s and the 80s, right? I didn't know any better as a kid. So then now I'm down here in California, and I started paying attention to politics and the news and whatnot. Man, Oregon has been the land of the hippies gone wild forever. I knew that. I knew that there was a lot of hippies in Oregon as a kid, but I didn't really think much about it. I mean, I was in church with a lot of conservative and a lot of hardworking farmers and whatnot out there in the farmland. So I never saw any hippies. I remember seeing old pictures of my parents with, my dad with the fro and kind of the bell bottoms and that kind of thing. But that was about as hippie as my dad ever got. But yeah, now it's way better. Oregon and Washington are probably two of the states that are worse than California in a lot of ways. So anyway, there's my connection with you, Connie. And when we went to go look for property, I thought about Oregon. I helped my dad build a log house in my high school years, and I thought about that. I'm like, can't do it. I know property taxes are insane in Oregon. And it's beyond liberal in Oregon. I mean, there's people that have fought the government about digging a rain catchment ponds on their property. So property rights, there's my segue, guys, into what the latest drama is for you guys. I know that some of you guys have been watching. I'm bummed Dave hasn't been watching. But Living the Dream, Jeremy over there, Living the Dream Homestead, North Country Off-Grid, Chad and Shelby have been putting out some videos lately. Great channels. Love what they're doing. And Chad's doing the serious home. I mean, he started out with raw land. He's going to be building a log cabin out of trees on his property. Hardcore, fantastic family. And there's another one that's I don't know that there's another channel that's been kind of involved with it, but he's not somebody that is typically in our community, so I'm not going to really mention him. But definitely Jeremy at Living the Dream Homestead guys and North Country Off Grid are two channels, and Chad's been putting out these videos lately, and there's a lot of drama, and it has to do with us as well too, because we have our 5 acres up there, and we're going to be doing some stuff on our property. There's actually a channel that decided not to go to our meetup last July because of one of the videos that Chad had put out, and he was talking about the local county, Bonner County, issuing a citation or saying that, hey, we need to come see your property because we see, one of your neighbors has reported that your little house that you built is not set back far enough. I think that's how it's come out. So we're talking about property rights, guys, and the property rights issue has really blown up and gotten big. What did Dave say? Oh, no way. Dave is going to do a pig roast for New Year's? Oh, man. Man, why did you have to say that and rub it in? Honey, I think we might be going up to Idaho for New Year's. Dave, I might be coming up to your place for a pig roast. I remember my dad was a missionary in Puerto Rico for about 2 years before my mom died. And I remember the farmers up there with a whole pig over the open fire. And as a little first grader, I thought it was like Dawn of the Dead over a roasting fire. I didn't want to have anything to do with it until I sunk my teeth into a piece of that carnitas that came off that thing, and then it was of course all gone. Man, roasted pig is the best. Prep studying with Nana Benda. Hey, thank you for popping in. Oklahoma. I'm actually I'm an Okie. I was born in Muskogee, Oklahoma, and right before I turned 1, my parents moved to Oregon. So I'm technically an Oklahoman. If you want to be truthful about it, I was born in Oklahoma, raised in Oregon. So what does that make me, guys? Am I Oregonian or am I Oklahoman? Anyway, so I know, right, Kathy? You know what, Kathy? It's actually Butch is in the house. Sand Hollow Homestead. There's another one of our meetup peeps. Thanks for popping in. I love Butch and his wife. They were such wonderful people. Darlene's Garden Channel, thank you for popping in. You know what? Getting started in homesteading, I would have loved to. Tammy AZ Bear, hey, thanks for popping in. Thank you guys for popping in. This is fantastic. Great group in here tonight. Let's see here. Yeah, you know what, Mr. Nunn, thanks for popping in. You're right. It really is. You know what? It's funny. I watched a guy's YouTube channel today, and I forget the name of this. Oh, gosh. You guys will probably recognize the name. He's a pretty big channel. And he's like, California really sucks. And then it showed him riding on his dirt bike a real narrow goat trail up in the mountains up there up in the Sierras. And it was beautiful. And obviously it was all the sarcasm in his title. And then he shows this beautiful. And it was just him riding on the trail, no talking, nothing, and that's all. It was about 5 minutes long, and it was absolutely beautiful. And that was the whole thing. That was his video, and of course people picked up on it right away. Yeah, I get the sarcasm. Yeah, California is beautiful in a lot of places, in a lot of ways. But we got the politics that are horrible, the homeless crisis, and it is a crisis. I work downtown LA, and they're all over the place. I mean, human feces is growing like you think. San Francisco is the worst. The homeless crisis, the immigration crisis, the traffic, the people down here are just horribly mean. It's just, we just talked to one of our advisors today, and they have family that live up in Post Falls and Rathdrum, and they were talking about how nice everybody is up there in Idaho. Like, you're right. It's like a whole different type of people down here. So I don't know if it's in the water, Kathy, or what is. I think it's just the city. And people talk about that the liberals, that cities attract liberals because there's just so much free stuff handed out. The liberals get in control of the cities, and they just start handing stuff out. Free food, free EBT cards, and they $600-700 on their cards for living expenses, free housing, free health care, all this stuff. And honestly, if any of you guys that follow politics, that the facade, the mask has come off in the last few years, through the Obama years, especially it got accelerated, and now through the Trump years, the mask is off. They don't care about illegals. They don't care about the poor. They don't care about people that are in prison. What they want is the vote. They want to stay in power. It's about power. That bleeding heart liberal, that's in government is doing it for power and for control. So that's really the truth. And I know all of you guys, most of you guys, if not all of you, I know Gil agrees. That's really what it's all about. So, we get out into rural California, out in the farmland, and if you actually look at a color map of the state, the only blue areas are the big cities. And that's where most of the people vote. So, anyway, yeah, tyranny. What happened? Okay, we're good. You guys got my mods in the house taking care of business. Thank you.
They had put something on. Mr. Non had put something in like shithole or something.
Yeah, no, he's cool. It's good. Mr. Nunn's cool. That's all right. You know what? If we've got a few, I say a few bad words myself sometimes, and we try and keep it. Since this is not for children, we have to let that ride. So he's not a troll. He's a little more expressive than some of my other peeps in it. That's okay. Took you 49 years to get out of California. Big dreams, Anne Marie. I'm sorry. That's not Big Dreams. That's getting started. Big Dreams Homestead. I missed your first name. Well, I've been down here since, I'll just say it's been about 30 years, 30, maybe 30, 35 years, 86, 20, 34 years. So if we're out next summer, hallelujah, we're going to be gone. So we have to pay off a little bit of debt from our house remodel down here. I have to buy a tractor. I bought a 18-foot dump trailer, gooseneck dump trailer for my F-350. The only thing I need to put in the back of that thing is a nice 40 horsepower John Deere Kubota, or maybe a Ford or a New Holland. So if any of you guys know somebody that's selling one with the implements is in good condition, pre-2013. 2013 is when they required Tier 4, all the smog crap on them. So that complicated them and put computers and all that garbage in them. So anybody has a tractor for sale, hit me up, message me, and we'll work out a deal, because that's my next thing. Paying off a little bit of debt, a credit card, a personal loan, and buying a tractor. That's the last thing we have to do. My daughter graduates next April. Hopefully all this is going to come together in time, and then I'm going to be calling up Jeremy, flying his butt down here to help me move. Right, Jeremy? Are you still in here? Yep, there you are. You're right, exactly. Big dreams. The rest of the state's red, and you got the blue cities, and it's just disgusting. So, El Toro Pupo, that's right. Thank you, Gil, for that. So, hey, if any of you guys aren't subscribed to Gil at Camp Patton Family Compound, he's another guy he's kind of doing the two-state solution right now. Did I just say two-state solution? We won't go down that path. I'm not going to go into international politics. So, oh boy, okay. I wasn't going to stay on too long, but you just said Coyote Tractor, Jen. Gosh dang you. Gil, you too? You're going to be kidding me. Oh my gosh. Yes. Mr. Nunn, you're in Huntington Beach. Well, fantastic. Mr. Nunn, we are in Guadalajara. Well, I say Guadalajara just because there's so many Hispanics that live here, and I fit right in because I speak Spanish, and I love Hispanics. I don't like the illegals. They are a big problem, and it's amazing that all of the legal Hispanics that live here don't like the illegals either. That's something that the news, you'll never hear on the news, or if ever, rarely, that the legal Hispanics here don't like the illegals, especially the legal ones that got here legally and paid their dues. Okay, enough of that soapbox. Back to the Coyote tractor. You bought a Mini X. Okay, wait. Yeah, I know what prep studying with Nana. You know what, guys? Let's just talk about that really quick. YouTube is basically a TV production company. They are going to get regulated just like every major television production and movie production company has been for 60. Actually, when did TV first come out? 1950s, so 70 years. The FTC has regulated content on TV and movies and ratings and all that stuff for many. Of course, the ratings have gotten more liberal over time, but they still are regulated. YouTube, it was just a matter of time, just because YouTube is so huge now, as well as Netflix. Well, I take that back. Now, Netflix, you have to pay for the subscription. So if you pay for it, they're not going to be regulated as hard. They're going to be rated. Their movies have to be rated for mature or PG or whatever, but they're not going to be regulated. Like YouTube, it's still free content. It's still free, guys. I don't know what the percentages are. Maybe some of you guys might know what the percentages are. How many people actually watch YouTube versus all of us creators? Because all you guys are creators. You guys keep going back to track. Okay, cool. All right, you guys already know. I'm not talking about YouTube. You guys are all familiar with YouTube stuff. They're going to get regulated. It's part of it. We just got to keep. You got to mind our P's and Q's. That's really about it. So all of us homesteaders really don't have a whole lot to worry about. I know Broussards were talking about that on their live stream the other day. They don't think we have really a lot to worry about. But if you have kids on your homestead, there's a lot of the channels that are younger homesteaders with children. They're going to have to really second guess and take steps to protect their channel and to make sure that they either get the kids out of those, or they I don't know what they're going to do. We don't have small kids, so we don't have to worry about it. So anyway, it's all in flux, guys. We just got to watch all of you guys are pretty good sized channels. You guys are all growing, so it is what it is. So tractors, okay, guys. So that's where I've been. Insane. Some drama, some family stuff, burnout, all of it came. It was a perfect storm. I'm back, guys. We're gonna continue doing this, keep building, and you guys have been fantastic. And thank you for you guys watching. And I don't know, some of you guys that came in late. I first was telling my first 5 or 6 people, I'm already at like 4,200 watch hours. I'm short 28 subscribers, and it's fantastic because of you guys, because of the community of your guys' channels. And me participating, and your subscribers checking each other out, checking me out, and all that. Kiss my grass. Hey, thanks for popping in. Butch is still in the house. Steve, all right, Mr. Nunn. We have another Southern California brother. Corsair Trainers. I got Steve. He is a survivalist and a disaster prepared guy. Gil, Camp Patton Family Compound. I don't know if you know Steve from Corsair Trainers. He does a lot of really good lives. I get to watch him while I'm working and listen and participate sometimes. So if you guys don't know each other, Steve, you need to go check. Do you guys know each other? Let's see. Do you guys know each other? I'm waiting. I know that the chat's just a few 30 seconds or so behind. So Steve at Corsair, if you don't know Gil from Camp Patton Family Compound, Gil actually used to be an advisor for California's disaster prep. I forget. You talk to Gil. The guy knows his stuff. He used to teach this stuff. He used to teach disaster preparedness to the California government people. So anyway, Mr. Nunn, you're 1,000 feet from you've been here your whole life. You know what, Mr. Nunn, I agree. You know what, my son both my kids are born and raised here, and my son is a big surfer. I mean, he picked it up like crazy, and he surfs. He's in bed right now because he had a knee surgery, but he'll be back in 4 or 5 months, and he can't wait to go back. And my kids will probably stay in California because they don't really know any better. They don't know anything different, and they're okay with the way things are. But we have a pretty sheltered life here too. So, but yeah, Mr. Nunn, where would you go, Mr. Nunn? So Jeremy, yeah, you know what? So let's talk about those tractors. Darlene's Garden Channel. Hey, what are you talking about, Darlene? Says you have subscribed to too many compared to how many are subscribed to me. Okay, Darlene. So, how many have you subscribed to? Because I think I show 600. You're only allowed to subscribe to up to 1,000, I think. So Jen, you got the trailer, the canopy, front loader, a bush hog, tiller, and a forklift. Okay. Yeah. Who was telling me I'm gonna need implements? Who was that saying that? I know I'm gonna need implements. So here's my thought. Oh, you guys do know each other, Steve. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind there. I'm gonna get caught up. Belinda, prep studying with Nana. Okay. Stand by, guys. Writing. Prep steading with, where'd you go? With Nana. You're Belinda, okay. And then Mary's Organic Farm, so I think I'm going to assume you're Mary. Southern Blessed, did you give me your name? So, okay, so you guys already know each other, Gil. Cool, that's awesome. All right, I don't need to introduce you anymore. Okay, so you guys got the this is I've been watching a lot of the Messick's tractor. That's a dealership back there in Tennessee, right? You guys know who Messick's is. Everybody knows Messick's. They're all over YouTube. Mr. Nunn, you have 20-acre ranch with a well in the mountains of Arizona. See, I had looked at Scottsdale, Arizona, as a pretty cool place. It's a lot like Big Bear. It's kind of got that dry, deserty atmosphere, but there's still a lot of trees, and then you get the snow every year in Scottsdale, right? So, hey, Kiss My Grass, you're red. Okay. I'm going to write that down. I'm writing these down. I got in trouble when I first started doing YouTube videos. I got in trouble. I started mixing up. I mixed up Jeremy at Living the Dream Homestead with Dave Reese and a couple other channels. I was calling everybody the wrong name. It was embarrassing until I started writing everybody down. Michael, Wildcat Hollow Farm. There's my brother from. He was in Germany and he was always on these. Hey, so it's what time is it there in Missouri? So. Wildcat Hollow Farm, that's Michael. He's a super good channel, got some good stuff, guys. Go check him out. He had big dreams. Okay, there you are. Where's your big dreams? Everybody's giving me their names. That's awesome. I'm writing all this stuff down so that way I don't get people's messed up. Anne Marie. Okay, that's right. Anne Marie. Wait a minute. I thought I had getting. Okay. All right, here we go. So Michael's in the house. Who else so you are Mary. Okay, Mary, I got you down for Mary. The notebook. No, it's just a list. Hey, so here's my this was my script for my last video. This is only half of it, of course. Oh gosh, one of those YouTube channels that tell you how to make YouTube videos, and they tell you, hey, do you guys ever script your videos, you know? It gets to that point where you start putting out a lot of videos. You got to start scripting stuff. You know, that way you don't get lost in your thoughts like I do constantly. Jeremy yells squirrel, like you just did. Gosh dang it! So the tractor thing, that's basically really what I've got to get what I have left to get, and I really want to get a 40 horsepower because my idea is that I'd like to start offering tractor service up there in Priest River. And surrounding areas, Newport, Sandpoint, Coeur d'Alene. We live up in that area, and there's only a few guys that are doing tractor service for people up there. Specifically, more in our area, it's a little more rural, a little more remote. There's not really anybody doing tractor service, and there's a huge need for it. My neighbors are like, "Yeah, man, go for it." I'm a heavy equipment operator. I run cranes, as a lot of you guys already know, and I've run a lot of other equipment. So I'm going to get a tractor, and I need to get a tractor that's big enough that can handle not just the homestead use, but offering services to other people. So it needs to be a little bigger, a little heavier duty, a little more power to be able to handle the extra abuse. So that's the idea. So I'd like to get a tractor that's big enough where I can put a snow plow, a snow blower on the front. not have one of the rear ones. So you have to step up in size. You got to have the extra hydraulics. So I want a snowplower. I need a tiller like Jen, you guys. It's about time you noticed, Jeremy. Jeez, that's right. Hello. Everybody else is wearing Dave Reese's hat. Dave hasn't sent me a hat yet, so I got to wear my one real true bros hat. Anyway, Jeremy hooked me up with this hat, guys. It's an awesome camo hat, and it's got the custom. I mean, it's embroidery. It's not just a sticker. He got some good stuff. So anyway, so I need a tiller for the garden. I need a mower for my orchard and for the grass down there. I need I need a box blade, and I need a regular scraper blade. Then of course I need the front end loader. Forklift tines would be nice, but you can get those to mount on the front of a bucket. So those are the main things, guys. I would like to have a chipper at some point, as well as maybe a log splitter on the back. But I might have a standalone log splitter. So yes, a 48 horsepower tractor to accomplish all of that stuff. Thank you, Kathy. You are a wonderful mod. Yes, you guys can email me. Thanks, Tim. I can't claim anything. It's Jeremy's. Yes, I will need a snowplow, Jen, because Jeremy, how much snow do you have on the ground currently? And this is not even the end of November yet. We got the first snowstorm up in Idaho at the last couple days of September. First time ever. All my friends up there are like, we don't remember snow ever being this early. Maybe a couple times in October. Usually by November they've got a few inches on the ground, but then they usually get a couple of feet every 2 to 3 feet. 36 inches is the average snowfall up there per year. Last year they got like 3 feet in like a week, right? So, you know what, Michael? You got a nice place there. You're going to have to get your own darn bush hog. So yeah, the box blade is, right now I have a dirt road that it turns into a mud fest every rainy season. There's some big holes in it. I need to get those graded out. I need to grade the road. Oh, I would also like a backhoe. So I'm really looking for I really love to have a Kubota or a Ford or a John Deere that comes with a big enough that has a backhoe already attached with the frame underneath. Now I can buy, there's a couple of backhoes down here that are 3-point attachments, and those 3-point attachments, everything I've heard, if you use it occasionally, they're fine. But if you're going to use it very much more, you go bouncing across your property, it's really hard on your 3-point or your 3 points. So I'd like to get a backhoe because I need to do a lot of trenching as well. I have a lot of trench work I need to do, running solar panel lines. I'm moving my solar panels. I'm going to have a hydroelectric. I got to put in drainage pipes. So that was the other thing, guys, is backhoe. Yes, absolutely, Gil. The quick disconnect on the front is crucial. Absolutely. So boot warmer. Now, okay, not a boot warmer, Jeremy, but I'd like to get one with a cab. I know now. Okay, now that's the Cadillac. If I can get one with a cab, then I'll be spoiled with a heater. You know, that would be nice. But 9 out of 10 tractor owners up there don't have a cab, and I'm not going to cry if I can't find one with a cab. If I can get a good deal on one that's got a backhoe on it and a box blade and a front loader, 40 horsepower with low hours, I'm all over it, and I'll buy the rest of it. I know you can buy the aftermarket cabs too. So, oh, there you go. So Jeremy says it's been raining for a couple of days. So they had snow. Somebody told me last week is that the snow was a couple of inches, but it was supposed to rain. So now it's pudding time. Yeah, so I got to grade that road and get the drainage going first, and then I got to get gravel laid onto it. So I got a dump trailer, guys, not just a trailer, but a dump trailer, and it's got the front hydraulics. You can buy a cheap one that has a scissor lift in the middle, but you can't overload the fronts. So if you get the one with the front hydraulic, you can load that sucker up all day long. I can go get my own gravel and haul it myself and save myself a ton of money. Haul my tractor around, do whatever I got to do. So I got the big truck, I got the big trailer. Now all I need is to pay off the personal loan and buy the tractor, and I'm good. So, yeah, Jen, the grapple is fantastic. What'd you say, Tim? You have a tractor? You constantly forget that you own one. You still run and grab the shovel. That's funny. So prep studying with Nana, where are you guys located at? That it's been in the 50s and 60s. Oh, guess what? We hit 90 degrees today. Guys, I am so sick of this heat. Growing up in Oregon, you know, I don't want to go back to as much rain as we had in Oregon, but this heat down here is absolutely killing me. So, what happened? What did I miss, Mike? What did I miss, Scott? I mean, Michael. Let's see here. Tammy can dig a 100-foot trench in an hour. Mr. Nunn. You know what, Mr. Nunn? I had thought about that. If I couldn't get a good tractor with a backhoe on it, I've thought about, you know, I could always rent a mini X and do my trenching in one day, but then you got to return the dang thing. So, all right, Jeremy. Hey, thanks for popping in. Jeremy's got to go. He's a busy guy, man. He's got a log cabin that he is upgrading and fixing up, and it's fantastic. So. Oh, there we go. There was the Scott. I got you. You got the caps going. You got my attention, Michael. You pick her up February 2nd. So, guys, if you haven't followed Michael on Wildcat Hollow Farm, his story, his lady friend Petra is from Germany, and he was over there, and he was always in these live streams, as you guys probably remember, and he was doing it at 6 or 7 in the morning from Germany. But now he's in his place in Missouri, and he's been struggling to get her here. He has some issues with the government granting her visa, and so finally, looks like February 2nd. That's great news, Michael. Right on. I know we're going to see some video on that. So, okay. Oh, JNC's Oregon. You guys all already know his story. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Small grove of trees. Yep. Everybody's saying good night. Kiss my grass. Okay, you bring up a really good point. Kiss my grass. We'll talk about that here just a second. Here, let me catch up with the Corsair. Yeah, it was a little warm today. How windy did it get at your place, Steve? Today, it was howling at our place. It was probably blowing 20 miles an hour here in the morning, but it died off around noon. We were outside working all day. You don't have that much rain in Oregon, huh? Interesting. So the gravel demanded $100. So kiss my grass. Okay, so you guys know the tractor plans, and you guys are all saying Coyotes. So there's 3 of you that have a Coyote. Mr. Nunn, tell me what you know about Mr. Coyote. Yay or nay? Everybody else likes a Coyote. Obviously, a Coyote, you can buy a brand new Coyote for I think it's around 18, and the equivalent 18 to 22, and the equivalent Kubota is probably 30. So we're talking about 20% cheaper, roughly. Is that about right, guys? And Coyote is South Korean, or is it from India? Gil, right on. Yeah, you're in the woods. Well, Mr. Nunn, if you're going to sell your Mini X, let me know. Get a hold of you can get my email. Kathy posted up here. It's Hidden Valley Homestead 18 at Gmail. Because I'm not going to need to use, well, if it's in good enough condition, doesn't need a lot of refurb, and you want to give me a good deal on it, I'd consider buying it. I seriously, it's got a front blade. How big? Korean, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind an old John Deere as well. A nice 40 horsepower, something in that area. That would be fantastic. I want something older because you can work on them, you can rebuild them, you still have a million parts. And those things last 20, 30, 40 years. My favorite videos that I love to watch, I know Jeremy used to give me a hard time about, if I hadn't watched every one of his videos. And it's because I'm constantly watching tractor. If it's got a tractor, I'm watching it. A lot of you guys have watched your channels with tractors in them. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy has got the most amazing gardening and canning stuff and recipes. So if you guys don't know Kathy at North Star Prep Center, go watch her channel. And she is a sweetheart. Am I going to visit Joe? You must be talking to somebody else, Tammy. Anyway, speaking about the gravel, kiss my grass. No, wait a minute. Who said that about the $100? That was kiss my grass. So I have tried to. Oh, that's right, Tammy. Okay. All right. So you guys are both on here. That is so cool. So we have a husband and wife team going on. Tammy, Arizona Bear, and Mr. Nunn. They live in Huntington Beach, but they have property 20 acres in Arizona.
Oh, well,
so
that's cool.
There goes my better half. Hi, bye.
There I am.
So the whole gravel thing, yeah, my wife she took off 2 weeks because my son had knee surgery and he can't put any weight on. He had to do nothing. He had major knee surgery, reconstructive surgery. He dislocated it super bad, tore ligaments. It was horrible. So they had to fix it. They had to break his tibia to realign the kneecap and then put some cadaver tendon on the inside and get it all straightened out. He's doing great. He hasn't had to take any narcotics. He's been maintaining the pain with Advil and some aspirin, and that's it. Even the day after the surgery, they had to break his bone, and he's not taking any narcotics. So, anyway, we're praising God for that because he's not having to do all that stuff. So, anyway, so. Oh, okay, all right. So you're not getting rid of your excavator anytime soon, but I'll stay in touch with you anyway, Mr. Nunn. Oh, let's see. Well, so Mr. Nunn, okay, so you're into the old stuff too. Let me touch base on that gravel comment really quick, guys. So your neighbor kiss my grass. A neighbor put down some gravel and then demanded $100. You know what? I have already reached out to three of my neighbors. I'm already on really good terms and talk with one of my neighbors constantly. The other two neighbors, well, one of them is the troll, who I'm not on good terms with, and we're going to end up dealing with that guy at some point. The other two neighbors, and the other two I haven't gotten a response back yet from, but my intention is to let them all know, hey guys, I am going to improve the road, and I am not asking for any money from you. I'm going to be straight up and out front with all of my neighbors from the get-go, and let them all know this is what I intend to do. I am not asking for, if you can help, I would love it, but I am not going to demand it or expect it, because the only reason that my wife is letting me take her from the city is that I give her internet connection or phone connection so she can call her mom and keep the road clear. That means in the spring when it's a poopy mess, and in the wintertime when the snow is up to my eyeballs. If I get those two things accomplished, and keep her warm, of course, in the wintertime, I'm golden. She'll stay with me. We'll live our years out there, and then I'm happier than a pig in slop. So those are my criteria. That's the criteria that I have for moving her up to a log home out in the boonies with all the critters. Is those three things. Therefore, I have to have a dependable tractor. If you guys are saying, yep, you're dying in Huntington Beach, you're right, Mr. Nunn. I'm dying here I'm working in West LA by Brea Tar Pits, right next to Brea Tar Pits right now. And I tell you what, the people are just... Anyway, I'm not going to go down that road because I'm on a good path right now. I came out of a dark place this summertime with dealing with people, and just the people on the freeway are insane. So as far as talking with your neighbors and letting them know what's going on, luckily I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 neighbors. One of them can't wait for me to get up there and get a tractor because they don't have the money for a tractor. The other neighbor, they're only there occasionally. They're like they're just occasional visitors, like weekend campers kind of thing on their cabin. They won't care and they won't mind, and they'll look forward to it. One guy is an absentee owner, never comes by, we don't even know hardly who he is. One guy is trying to sell his property, and the other one is the one that's in a big conflict with the troll. And so I've emailed her and I haven't gotten any response back. So I may have to have my lawyer send her a letter because she's not responding. So there's the current state of affairs of the drama, guys. Okay, so Mr. Nunn, you love resurrecting old tractors. I swear I cannot get enough of these channels of these guys that are resurrecting these old iron 30s, 40s dozers. Dozers are my favorite. I will resurrect an old dozer and I will use it on my property. And actually, there's a million of them up in the Pacific Northwest because of all the logging companies that were using them, and then a lot of logging companies went out of business in the 80s and 90s, and so there's a lot of small, good old dozers up there. But I love those videos of guys that go and resurrect those things, especially old cranes, old dozers, old tractors, and some of that stuff runs great. You just got to clean out the engine. If the undercarriage of a dozer is in good shape and put some new hydraulic lines on it, run it for another 20 years. If you can pick up a good used dozer for, $2,500, put new hydraulic lines on there, give the engine a tune-up. If you have to rebuild the engine, whatever, a brand new dozer, the cost of those, Mr. Nunn, you know how much they are. So, you guys have bought tractors. What did you guys pay for your tractors? Gil, stop it. I give her plenty of foot rubs. I give her back rubs, and I pop her back too. So your road was wrong. The guy died. Oh, I see. So then it's up to you guys to fix it right? Prep steading? Yeah. Your daughter lives in Lancaster and works in LA. I have a bunch of guys on my job site that live in Lancaster. They drive the 14 all the time, and with the fires that we had 2 weeks ago, your boss got sued. He paid it all in pennies. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is fantastic, Mr. Nunn. Oh, I would love some pictures or a video of that. That would be fantastic. Oh, okay, Kiss My Grass. He was a city guy, moved into a redneck neighborhood. That sounds really similar to some of the Idahoans up there crying about the Californians. I'm not Californian, guys. Any of you guys that are late, honey, Gil, look what you started. Gil, I'm going to have to block you if you continue those horrible suggestions here. Do I have you as a mod, by the way, Gil? Oh, let's see. Joe? Who's asking about Joe? Oh, Tammy.
Tammy, Arizona.
Oh, yes, we know Joe. We've had this conversation, Tammy. I made some comments on one of your videos about Joe. Yes, we know Crazy Joe. He's got a lot of good stuff, but he's just a little. My son and his son used to pal around for a little bit. They used to go to the same school for a little bit. We know Joe. Joe's got some good stuff. The problem is he puts too much crazy in his videos. He just has too much crazy. He's just too fringy. If he could go a little more mainstream and tone down the crazy, he'd probably get a lot. But he's got some big. And YouTube banned his channel, and he had to start up a second channel, and yeah, there's so much drama there with Joe. All right, I'm getting behind in the comments, so because they're from Huntington Beach. Yeah, I forget how you guys know Joe.
Tammy, Arizona.
Yeah, Tammy and Mr. Nunn. Yeah, you Komatsu. Well, Komatsu's a good tractor, though. Those Komatsus are good tractors. 1940 Deere on the side. So the other thing, guys, about the tractor, I need to have a four-wheel drive. It has to be four-wheel drive for the snow up there and the mud and everything else. So that's why I don't get a 1940 Deere. I could pick up any of those, Farmalls, old Deeres, all that stuff. I can pick up all day long, and I can rebuild an engine. I rebuilt my Toyota. I've worked on... I'm mechanically minded. I could do all that stuff, and I can't wait to restore my own Deere, or my own dozer someday. Whether it's a Case or a Deere or a Caterpillar, I don't care. All three of those would be great. So anyway, yes, yeah, the flat Earth thing is a bunch of crap. You know what? I'm sorry. I cannot believe how many people believe that the Earth is flat. That blows my mind. This blows my mind. You look at the freaking moon, guys, and in any eclipse, anytime there's a partial eclipse, and you look at the Earth's shadow on the moon, and you see the round. Oh, well, that means that the Earth is laying flat right there, and that's the no bull. You know, you look at a ship that's going over the horizon, and you see the ship, you see it sinking. You see less and less of the ship as it goes over the curve of the Earth. You look at it through a telescope. There's so much evidence out there. It blows my mind. Anyway. Why did you say that? You're yelling squirrel, Mr. Nunn. Thanks for that. Anyway, I got to go check out your guys' channel some more, Tammy and Mr. Nunn. I got to check out your channel. I know you guys have videos on your Arizona property up there, so I'm going to go back and start getting you guys some watch time. So, JNCs, did you guys? Yes, I know. That's my better half. There she is. She's the one. She's the city girl I'm taking out there. Hey, Kathy, you are fantastic. Thank you for moderating. I will be back. If are you still going live on Mondays, Kathy? I'm going to be late at work tomorrow night, so if you're live, I will pop in and if anything gets you the watch time. So, let's see here. Thank you, JNCs. I thought so too. Hey, we're going to celebrate 26 years the day before Thanksgiving on the 27th. 26 years this lady has put up with me. So, what's the day? The 13th?
Today is the 17th.
17th?
Yeah.
So next week is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's next Thursday.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Have I been gone that long? I'm sorry, guys. Big dreams, thanks for popping in. You're right. If you're that's Anne Marie. That's Anne Marie, Big Dreams. That's right. There you go. You have a wrench, Gil. You paid 21. You paid 21, 586 and 90 cents. You got the loader, the drag box, and a backhoe, forks, and a landscape rake. Oh my, brand new. Jen, you're still in here. Okay, Kathy, there you are. Yes, you are still Monday Lives. You're still sticking around for a minute. Okay, great. I'll pop in tomorrow because I'm going to be at work late. I won't get out of there until probably 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So I will pop in and watch you and interact as much as I can. Keep in mind, you know what, Tammy, you ain't going to... I'm not going to like pop in your channel and go, oh my gosh, it's a fixer-upper and click off. And I'm going to watch it. That's what this is all. We're all about that, fixing up what we got. The log cabin I have is a fixer-upper. It needs, I mean, it's livable. We can live in it, but it needs some finish work for sure. Thank you, Jen. 10 more days. So last year was the 25th. What is that? Diamond, honey? It's not. No, 50th is diamond. What's 25th? Gold. She's not a. I am blessed, guys. All you ladies, you scream and yell all you want, but my wife is not a jewelry freak. Hallelujah. But she got a nice piece of jewelry last year, so she deserved it, and now that's all she wears most of the time. Anyway, yeah, 28th is Thanksgiving. Our anniversary is on the 27th. 23rd is the first day of deer season. Oh, I can't wait to get my first deer. So we had elk tri-tip last summer for the first time. It tasted just like beef. It tasted just like regular, maybe a little more lean than the tri-tip you buy from beef, but it was delicious. And they have lots of elk. My neighbor said there was a whole herd of elk up on the hill behind our house about a month ago. I cannot wait to get my first elk. You said yours. What your? I'm sorry, Jen. I'm looking at the camera. I'm not watching the comments like I should be. You said yours earlier. What you paid for your Coyote, and it was brand new, Gil. Oh man. Oh, let's see. Kathy, I thought you were gonna take off, Kathy. Yeah, I had to make Gil a mod. He's a good dude. Gil is on it. He is a survivalist. Disaster preparedness. How would I not have him as a mod? June 86 and June 2016. You must be talking about anniversaries there, Mike. Let's see. You guys got a fifth wheel. Yeah, I hear you. Luckily, the place we bought we hit the ground running with it. Had a perfectly done well, permitted, had a solar system. Everything was plumbed, all the wire. It was all done. The house, she'd been living in the house for 19 years before she sold it, so it was already ready to go. Just need some finish work on it, thankfully. But anyway, infinity tattoo. I thought about doing the same thing. That's cute. Because I work with my hand all the time, and I hate getting my ring caught on stuff. So, anyway, yeah, you can relate, Mike. I get that. It's elk season now, Darlene. Darlene, I forget where you're at. Prep Studying with Nana. Gil's channel is Camp Patton Family Compound. His last name is Patton. Gil Patton is his name. And so it's Camp Patton. So he's got lots of disaster stuff. He teaches disaster preparedness and all that good stuff. Yeah, you're right, Mike. It's not a fixer. I have an unfinished basement with no concrete. It's just gravel down there. So in that respect, it's just bare studs down there in the basement, and that's where we're going to do a lot of stuff is in the basement. So in that respect, but the upstairs is just logs, so it's livable up there. I hear you. I know this place was like that. We had to rip out walls in this place when we got it too. So, hey, High Country Fly Life. Hey, thanks for popping in. That's a good channel, guys. If you guys like fly fishing, go watch High Country Fly Life. He's got some great stuff. High Country, you did a video this last spring with the GoPro underwater, if I remember right, and I was freaking out, and I was high-fiving you left and right. I could not get enough of that. I watched it over and over. That was fantastic. I think that was yours. New Zealand. That's right. That was you. So New Zealand. What time is it in New Zealand right now? That's fantastic. That's right. You're in Northeast Oregon. So you are just you're probably 6-7 hours from us. That's right. I remember now, Darlene. Okay. Fantastic. Ford Lincoln Mercury, what are you doing, brother? All right, guys. A new peep in the house is Ford Lincoln Mercury. This is my brother from another mother, my fourth brother here tonight. This is a really, really good guy named Brian. And he is one of the best mechanics I have ever met. Diesel mechanics. I wish he didn't live so far from me, but he lives in Wyoming. And he has got 1 or 2 Model A's, old Model A's, sitting out in his front yard as yard art. I mean, just cool. Brian, you need to start doing videos, Brian. You need to start videoing your engine builds, rebuilds, tune-ups. I swear, your channel would blow the heck up like crazy, because half the people in the chat right here, right now, like Mr. Nunn, he's an operator. All these guys have tractors. They all need to know stuff. These are all homesteaders, Brian. You need to start up a channel, and then get involved with all of these people and start networking. And people will start watching your channel like crazy because they're looking for ways to fix their crap. It's crazy. I know you look right, Brian. Yep, here it comes. So Brian was our. So I was on the Wilshire Grand, downtown LA, guys, tallest building west of the Mississippi, and only because of the antenna, and not true floors, but that's the little caveat. I was on one of the 3 crane operators on that job, and we were running diesel cranes that were tower cranes, but they had a diesel engine. So we had to bring up a fuel tank and hang it and bring this big old hose in and all. Brian was our mechanic. He was our maintenance guy and our mechanic, and we had many, many, many conversations, and we got to be good friends on that job. Fantastic dude. So, Brian, you need to start up a YouTube channel, because all these people, I guarantee, would subscribe to your channel in a heartbeat. Mr. Nunn has got a Mini X. I'm sure he does all of his own work. He likes to resurrect old machines. I religiously follow a couple of channels where they're building old machines. So you need to start up a channel, dude. You could make some money. All right, I got off that little spiel. Plymouth Dodge Chrysler. What What are you talking about, Mr. Nunn? Let's see here. I gotta get caught up really quick here. Yeah. Well, JC, the Model A's, they're rusted. They're not worth restoring. They're too far gone, as far as I can see. Right, Brian? You wouldn't be able to restore those, right? You need to stop thinking about it and just do it. If you don't start now, by the way, I'm at 900 and how many subscribers do I have right now? I think last I checked was 972. I'm 28 shy of 1,000, and I'm way over my watch time. I can actually monetize. I won't make a lot of money to start, but it's got to start somewhere. It'll take me less than a year to get to my monetization level, and then they say it really starts to grow like crazy after that. Once you get to your 1,000, it really starts to grow. So you got to start, Brian. You just got to start. Okay. Okay, you got a Cummins exhaust. Yep, 6-speed long bed crew cab. I just bought last year. I just bought the truck we used to have a diesel Excursion with the 7.3, the Power Stroke 7.3. Great truck, kind of a dog of an engine, but dependable as heck. Bulletproof engine, right? I mean, well, not bulletproof, but it was a good engine. We sold that, got her the Explorer for the 4-wheel drive with all the bells and whistles. She hadn't had a new car in all of our 25 years of marriage. I said, time to buy you a new car. We bought her one. So the truck, I just sold my Jeep. I had an '09 Rubicon four-wheel drive 4-door JK, and 140,000 miles on it. I'm going to brag a little bit for a minute. For all you car guys, Mr. Nunn obviously is a car guy. I had that Jeep. I took it rock crawling. I was in Big Bear, all over the place, out in the dunes. I had it lifted. I had all the stuff on it. Loved that Jeep, but that engine was a piece of garbage. It wasn't the new Pentastar. It was the older 3.8 liter. It was a piece of junk. Cracked heads, all that stuff. I had all the warranty work done on it. Luckily, I had the warranty on it. I turned around and sold it for 20 grand. 9 years old with 140,000 miles. I got 20 grand for that Jeep because those Jeeps are holding their value. Now the diesel, the 2020 just came out with a diesel. I'm not going to buy one, but I used that money to buy my daughter a car, a Toyota RAV4. It's been working fantastic while she's at school. And I bought myself an 05 6.0 crew cab diesel, single rear, with a gooseneck in it. I only paid 11 grand, but I had to put 13 grand into it to rebuild the engine because it had blown the heads. I bulletproofed the engine though. So they say that the 03 and 04, okay, this is the reason why I bought it, because of Brian from Ford Lincoln Mercury. He's got two. Brian, what years are yours? Him and his wife both have the 6.0 Power Stroke. And up in Wyoming, they don't have any of the PDF bull crap. He ripped all that stuff off, did the EGR, dare I say it, Brian? Delete. Hopefully there's no carb officials watching. Well, you're in Wyoming anyway, so you don't care. He ripped all the carb stuff off there, straight pipe, and he runs those things in hot tune all day long and doesn't overheat those engines, right? I'm going to miss... gosh dang it, I wish my eyes were better. I don't have to work. So Mr. Nunn, I bought that 6.0 because then I went on YouTube, like we all do now, and powerstrokehelp.com is that guy back there in, was it Kentucky or whatever it is? And that guy, that's all he does is work on Power Strokes. And he says, bar none, 05, 06, and 07 6.0 Power Stroke is the best engine you can get. And he goes through and he spells out, the 7.3s are great, but you can't find them with low miles anymore. And I bought this thing with 150,000 miles on it. I did have to rebuild the engine, but I would rather have spent the money myself to rebuild it. That way I knew exactly what was done, that it was done right. So in all, I'm into it for 24 grand with the truck and everything. The thing is awesome. So I've got my truck. I've got my my dump trailer, 18-foot dump trailer, 3-axle. Brian, by the way, did I tell you? I bought a 3-axle dump trailer, dude. I'll send you a picture. Anyway, it's Brian's fault that I bought that 6.0 because he's like, yeah, man, those things run great. Oh, he's in Georgia. Yeah, Brian knows who Power Stroke Help is. Because that guy, he'll sell you stuff all day long, and you can take your truck out there, and he'll bulletproof that sucker, and that thing will be bulletproof. Anyway, the new diesel. So I got some diesel fans in here. Brian, check this out. I don't know. You probably and Mr. Nunn, you guys might already know. Chrysler finally is putting the diesel in the Jeep. So my daughter wants to buy. She was driving my Jeep. She wants a Jeep. When she graduates, she'll pay off her loans. She's got to pay off, and then she's gonna go buy a Jeep. I said, well, if you're gonna buy one, wait for the diesel. Sure enough, all the research I've done, it's the same diesel that they've had in the Jeep Grand Cherokee, as well as the Dodge 1500. It's their EcoDiesel 6-cylinder, 3-liter. They're on the 3rd generation. The 2nd generation is one of the best diesel engines they ever put out. So if you guys have any other negative information about Chrysler's 3-liter EcoDiesel, tell me now. Because she's going to buy one probably next summer, or as soon as she pays 05 and 06. Yep. So Brian gave his wife, and I don't know which one you gave her, the 06 or the 05, but he drove that thing down here. That thing, and you know what? When I put mine on hot tune, I'm running 35s, big giant off-road tires on my truck, 35-inch tires. I lay down on that sucker, and it just sits there and smokes the tires. I can't go anywhere. It's almost pointless. So anyway, yeah, we are homestead neighbors. We are all homestead neighbors. That's right. And that you paid $55 new, but only 80,000 miles on it now. On what? See, what did you buy, Big Stream? I missed it. You got an 04 from your 80-year-old owner. Oh, wow. Fantastic. 2000 Dodge Durango with a 5.7 V8, 180,000 miles. Wow. But those, the 5.7, those Hemis are good engines, right? So, anyway, oh, so Mr. Nunn, what, I missed it. What did you say you have? You have a Dodge. You have the Cummins. What do you mean the hard way? What's going on with your Cummins? That's a good engine. The only thing about Dodge is I have a buddy that he just bought his 3rd Dodge. That's funny. On your that comment, Mr. Nunn, that you put up, the 2004 6-speed Cummins, 345 horse, they held your comment for review. I guess I can see why. I mean, I guess that's good, but anyway, the only thing about the Dodge trucks is that my buddy's on his 3rd Dodge, and it's the dashes. Within 3 or 4 years, a lot of dashes get big holes in them, they crack, and the interiors fall apart. When I used to own an upholstery shop, and we used to work on a lot of Dodge trucks, a lot of Chevy seats too, with the leather seats. We used to do a lot of repairs on those too. But as far as the engine goes, I mean, there's guys that swear by the Cummins up and down. Where I'm going. What's your elevation and what's your winter temperatures there in Arizona, Mr. Nunn? I know up in Idaho, I'm going to have to. I just bought at a discount store. I bought 6 gallons of this anti-gel stuff for diesel. I'm hanging on to it because I'm going to be needing it for my tractor and my truck. So, hey, thank you, Jen, for popping in. You are fantastic. There goes a wonderful lady. I told Mimsy's Garden, I told Anna and her man we were going to be going live tonight, but I know that everybody kind of got out of the habit of coming in here on Sunday nights. But anyway, you want to get out of the city, yeah. Who cares what your neighbors look at you like? When you're cracking open a jar, we had some steak tonight and some almost fresh green beans that we canned from our garden from this last summertime. Kathy from North Star Prep Center, she's a big green bean eater too, and she has some great videos on how to. Green beans are like the easiest thing in the world to can. But who cares? I have raised beds, so that was my thing down here. Is if you guys get all excited, I get 3 things going at one time. stay tuned, guys. In the next few months, I'm going to get some more videos out. I'm going to finish my urban homesteading series down here. I've got fruit trees that I've trimmed a special way that's going to be fun for you guys to see. I did my garden video, did canning, all that stuff, all the stuff that we've been doing for 10, 15 years down here in our little patch of grass in California has been preparing us for our homestead up there in Idaho. So I can't wait to get up there, guys. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Just the stuff that I've got planned for this channel, and I'm going to do a Wallapini greenhouse. Because in my yard I have a dwarf orange tree that is delicious. I have an avocado tree that is delicious, and I have a macadamia nut tree. I don't know if I've ever talked to you guys about my macadamia nut tree, but on my video, if you go back 7-8 years ago, I did a video on my macadamia nut cracker. That was before I even knew really what YouTube was even about, and I had 45,000 views on that video. I have a macadamia nut tree in my yard. They grow as good here, if not better, than they do in Hawaii, and a lot of people don't know that there are huge macadamia nut co-ops down in San Diego County. So macadamias are awesome. Those 3 trees will not survive an Idaho winter. So that's what I'm doing. Is I'm going to be building a Wallapini. So I don't know how many of you guys know what a Wallapini is. Tomato sauce in the garden. Oh, isn't that awesome? Thank you, Tammy, Arizona Bear, for popping in. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna get you guys some more love on your channel. I'm gonna make it a point. Brian, you know what? You say add jalapenos to the beans when I can them. That sounds delicious. I had Jim Allen, I don't know if you remember the crane operator Jim Allen, if you ever met him or not. He was a tower crane operator, retired. He taught me how to can tuna and stick whole cloves of garlic, jalapeno, onion, salt and pepper, a little bit of olive oil. Oh man, that tuna is the best. The stuff that comes in the can tastes like cat food now. So, oh my gosh, Mr. Nunn. Oh, that sounds horrible. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say that's not a diesel issue as so much as that's more of a Chrysler issue. I mean, just the comparison for diesel to gas, there's just no comparison. You know, we had a Suburban, a 2-wheel drive Suburban with the Chevy 350 in it. Loved that thing. But we were getting, 13, 14 miles a gallon with that thing. We bought our diesel Excursion, which was a 4-wheel drive, 2,000 pounds heavier, and a diesel, and we were getting the same mileage, but we were getting, I don't know, 30% more power. The thing was putting out 350 horsepower compared to the Suburban was only 200 and something. So, and get the same mileage, hands down, the diesels, you definitely have a little more maintenance, on them. You got to, watch out for them and make sure you keep them cool and whatnot. But the Cummins I thought the Cummins were like easy to take care of, but sounds like you might have got yourself a kind of a lemon there. But anyway, yeah, guys, Dutch ovens. Oh man, there you go, yelling squirrel again. I've been watching some of these videos where these people they're cooking biscuits. I totally plan on getting into, especially all winter long. I love soups and stews. My wife is the soup queen. She can make stew like you would not believe. I cannot wait for her to cook up a stew or some soup on the wood stove. We're outside working and that thing's simmering away for 3 or 4 hours on the wood stove. Oh my gosh. We already had dinner and I'm getting hungry. I don't like talking about food in my videos, because when I watch your guys' videos, you guys go live and you guys start talking about food and I start getting hungry, and it's annoying. Guys, a really fun guy to watch if you guys really like fresh gardening, off-grid McGarvey style. He's in Northern California, off-grid completely, living off the land, chickens and rabbits, and the stuff that he cooks up out of his garden is insane. I mean, he's got herbs and stuff and cold huts, off-grid McGarvey style. You guys maybe check that guy out. Anyway, so I got lots of big plans, guys, about up and coming videos. I will stay in touch with you guys and keep you guys up to date. Once I get to my 1,000 subscriber, I will be able to do my community tab will open up, and I know some of you guys have used your community tab and putting up little announcements with pictures and stuff. I think that's the best thing on YouTube. One of the best things that YouTube has is that community tab, and I hope they don't ever take that away, because that really, when I see that notification that somebody's going live or a certain video is coming out, because what did you guys? It took about 3 minutes for you guys to get the notification, which was pretty fast. But sometimes I put up my little thumbnail, say, hey, I'm going live. I'll put it up Sunday morning or Saturday night. Nobody will see it till a half an hour before I go live. So that's pretty annoying. I don't know why YouTube does that, but and you guys are all subscribed to me, so you guys got the notification. But it's usually really quick. So that's why the community tab is cool, because you can let people know what's coming up and going on. So I don't know that I'm going to do it on every Sunday night live stream. I'm going to try. I'll let you guys know. Obviously, you guys know I have no shortage of things to talk about. I got all kinds of stuff that's coming up. I've been working on my work shed in the back. We're getting this house totally, all the T's crossed and the I's dotted, getting this place because we remodeled the whole place, and so I'm just doing all the little finished work. I got to build a little brick planter in front and remodeling and sheathing my workshop in the back with new doors, getting everything so that it's all up to date and clean, and so I can get top dollar for it. We're looking at probably renting it out for a year or two first before we sell, unless my wife decides that she's had enough of California. And honestly, she has been getting increasingly more frustrated this last year because of the traffic. It's been getting so bad and people are so rude down here. She may decide to just, you know what, we're done, sell it, let's get out of here, which would make my day. But we'll hang on to it for a couple years. So anyway, all the stuff that we're doing, all the work that we're doing in this place is to get this place up and ready to go. Like Gil from Camp Patton's doing. Yeah, Gil, I knew you knew what a jalapeno was. I'm not sure a lot of these other people do. Well, a lot of you guys are homesteaders, so a lot of you people already do know what they are, and you're curious what they are. Before I close off, okay, big dreams. So yeah, okay, check this out. Okay, before I go, let me give you guys. I don't know the name of this one. I'm going to look it up really quick for you guys, and it's in my library. I didn't download the video. Okay, it's this guy that's in North Dakota. No, Michigan. No, what the heck? Where is he at? It's this old guy. He didn't even do the video. It was, I'm just going to look it up. Old guy, jalapeno, citrus. Okay. Here we go. Nebraska. It's in Nebraska, North Dakota. There I go. What a dork. Okay, so I'm going to link this channel to you for you guys. The name of the channel is Kirsten Dirksen. She's kind of one of those, love the earth kind of people. Kirsten Dirksen. Okay, check this out. Where did you go? Big Dreams Homestead, specifically for you. Gil, if you haven't ever seen this video, I've talked about it about 1 billion times. Kirsten. Hold on, guys. This is Kirsten Dirksen. That's it. That's the name of the channel. Maybe I didn't write that right. About Kirsten Dirksen. I don't know how to put the link up there. Okay, guys, you go check out Kirsten Dirksen. One of her videos is Nebraska retiree uses Earth's heat to grow oranges in the snow. Okay, so she did this video, 1.5, almost 1.6 million views. She published it May 2018 in Nebraska. So Nebraska, the temperatures can get down to minus 40 or whatever. Why did they put that up? That's weird, Big Dreams Homestead. They put your comment up for to Whole. I'll go check her videos. Why do they put that up for hold? YouTube is a little out of control when it does that stupid crap. There was nothing even slightly wrong with that. So go check out Kirsten Dirksen and that video, and it'll blow your mind. So a Wallopini, there's a lot of different variations. There's a guy in Arizona, Mr. Nunn. I don't know if you guys are still. I know that your wifey got a. I want to build a dam as well at our place too, Mr. Nunn. For my micro, I have a year-round stream on my property, and I want to do a micro hydro on my property, so I can possibly replace my solar or have as an addition to. But I think I'm going to have to build a pond for what do you call it? So the water runs constant and doesn't ebb and flow, as well as like basically a settling pond. I'll put fish in it too, but there's fish in our stream anyway. We have trout. They're native trout. So if you go check out, there's a guy in Arizona. It's a younger guy that I've been following, and he's got a Wallopini, but he did his as a concrete box, and then they have a little sink in them for the cold air to go down into, and then they have clear tops on them. Now in snow environments, you have to have a sloped top so that the snow will slide off. His is almost flat, so he's like, yeah, if I'd have done it differently, I would have done this and this and differently. The guy in Nebraska has pipes that go underground. So if you guys know anything about anything underground, the temperature underground stays typically around 50 to 55 degrees. It doesn't usually go down below 50 degrees. So in the wintertime, it can be minus 40 outside, but he has a loop of pipe, I think it's 230 feet of 6-inch ABS pipe that he buried 8 feet deep. I know that sounds a little deep, but he buried that piping underground, and then he has a little fan that he circulates that air through the wintertime. So I don't know if he's on power or if he's on solar or what. I forgot that. But the point is, he doesn't have to build a fire in his greenhouse or have a propane-fired stove to keep the greenhouse warm during the wintertime. He just circulates the air underneath the earth. And that's a Wallopini, half in the ground and half out. So if you look at his videos, about shoulder level is below ground, and the rest of it has the windows, and they're facing south, of course. Of course, being up there in Nebraska, he's pretty far north. He's like us in North Idaho. So there you go, guys. Go check out the Wallopini stuff. I'm building one because I want to take my avocado, my orange, and my macadamia nut tree with me. I'm not leaving those here in California. I'm taking them with me because we love all three of those things. My wifey is a baking fiend. When I bought her that KitchenAid a number of years ago, she just went crazy, and she does everything. Everything. She uses macadamia nuts like crazy. So so that's what's coming up, guys. I've got some pretty cool videos coming up about my orchard that I have I'm going to have an orchard up there, apart from my Wallopini orchard. And then, of course, gardening, all that stuff. So I've got a lot of stuff coming up, and this next year is going to be a huge year of transition for us. I really appreciate all you guys watching and tuning in. Thank you for guys for coming in tonight and being a part of this. I feel loved. I know I feel missed, and that means a lot because I know that a lot of you guys have been longtime viewers, and we've had a lot of interaction. I know it's not just because it's just you're bored on a Sunday night, because you guys. We've had good interaction and we're friends, and I love it. I love the community. So thank you guys for all of this stuff. Thank you, Gil, for putting on there. Did you put that link there to the old Nebraska retiree? He's like 90 in the video. So I don't know if he's still alive or what, but he's growing that stuff. Mr. Finch is the guy's name. $80 an ounce. What you talking about? Oh, for wasabi? Oh. A gravel stream. Ooh. That sounds interesting. Earthship. Interesting. Good night, Kiss My Grass. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, High Country. I appreciate it. I love your videos too as well. I love watching your stuff. I love your fly fishing. I love it. It reminds me of Oregon. So thank you for... did you tell me what time it was there in New Zealand right now? Or Australia? Where are you at? New Zealand or Australia? I forget which.
My niece is in Australia. Sydney.
Yeah, we have a couple. Yes, thank you, Mr. Nunn. Thank you for popping in. You guys were fantastic. Thanks for the interaction tonight. You guys made the conversation real and fantastic. I love it. I love the community. Um, I'm gonna have. I don't know if you posted any videos. I'll have to look and see if you've got any videos about your tractor stuff. I'm gonna go check that out too. So, anyway, so guys, thank you so much for popping in. I really enjoyed having you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys. 5:40 p.m. New Zealand. It's 5:45. Oh, I guess it is because it's 9 o'clock here. So, and you guys are just over. You guys are just over the curve of the ocean on our round ball Earth in New Zealand. So it's 5:45 there. That's right. Wait a minute, 5:45 p.m. So it's
16 hours ahead.
16 hours. Oh, is it Monday? Obviously, it's Monday, right? Or no? Is it still Sunday?
It's Monday.
Oh, it is Monday. Okay. Well, thanks for popping in, man. Monday. Wow, that's fantastic. Okay. Well, your Monday's over, so your Monday blues. So you came in to watch us to get over the Monday blues. My Monday blues are going to start in about 8 hours after I go to bed and wake up tomorrow morning, go to work. So anyway, I do too. J&C's Oregon Homestead. I love watching the other videos from other countries too. It's fun. Yeah, it is. It's tomorrow. So guys, thank you so much for coming in. I will let you guys know if we go live next Sunday. Share it and like it, and I'll keep trying to pop into everybody else's channels and share the love with you guys. And thank you for making tonight a fantastic time. So, and for being so gracious with my my lovely wife back there. Thank you for all that. You guys are fantastic. So, you guys all have a great night, and we'll see you again this next week. All right, guys, have a good night.